What's up, YouTube? Punk Metal Dow here with another Cognizance is Key video. As you can see, this one is called A Hard Lesson Learned. It kind of coincides with why I didn't really post as many videos as I did, or as I was there for a while. I kind of had to take some time. Unfortunately, there was a death in the family, and it's kind of one of those things where you kind of learned something from it, or I mean, I did, but it came at a really heavy cost. My uncle recently passed away, and I got a phone call from my mom talking about, he's not going to make it through the day. They know that for a fact. His condition just keeps getting worse. And before anyone kind of speculates and gets scared with the current climate, the whole COVID-19 thing, it was not COVID related. Please don't think this is about, another COVID related fatality. I'm not trying to drum up, additional fear over that whole thing. He had a number of health problems way before COVID-19 was ever a thing. But I ended up in a really shitty position that I can really only blame myself for, of having to hope that he can hear me while he's in a coma and tell him how I deeply regret the fact that I didn't talk to him more. And oh, I waited a little bit to do this video because I didn't want to get too emotional. I'm not afraid of showing emotion on the channel, but I don't want to go too far. But as you can probably just tell by the voice, kind of already, it still bothers me. It's been about a week since his passing, and it's just a really kind of really kind of a shitty thing to have to hope that that a family member can hear you as you're apologizing in their last moments. And the lesson that I had to learn from all this the hard way, that I'm hoping this video helps others avoid, is really focus on what matters. Focus on the positive. Again, I won't go into a lot of details, but there was a video not too long ago talking about why I no longer promote other channels. And the primary reason was one of the channels I was promoting, the guy just turned out to be a real asshole, just to put it short and blunt. And unfortunately, him and I thought we were good friends. The way that he talked to me, in regards to a mistake I made just over being human, it wasn't acceptable. I wasn't going to deal with it. And unfortunately, I have a way of really focusing on things like that when things like that honestly don't matter. There's always going to be people like that. It's unfortunate. It really is, but there's nothing you can do about that except learn to ignore them, and that's something that I need to do. Because yeah, I mean, I didn't talk to somebody who actually mattered because I was too preoccupied with just being bothered by someone who didn't matter. And it's a really shitty feeling to have to tell someone who mattered in your life that you didn't talk to them that much because you were so innately focused on someone who ultimately doesn't fucking matter. Um, that guy's opinion of me, his lack of respect for me, none of that's going to matter in the end. You know, I know that I accidentally stepped on his toes, proverbially, but, you know, I was the bigger man and I apologized, and he just wanted to be immature and childish and whatever. And, yeah, I mean, it's messed up that he decided to be that way and throw away a friendship over something small, ultimately. But in the end, I'm the one that had to pay twice, essentially, because I sat there and I basically gave myself the pain of dealing with that when I could have just let it go. And then I turn around and now I'm having to deal with this. And I mean, this video is not to make anyone feel sorry for me, not to beat myself up either, but I 100% did this to myself. I can only look at myself, and I can only look at the mistakes I made, and I can only use them as a means to do better in the future. But like I said, the central focus of this video that I'm doing isn't me. It's I want people to take these words into account, and hopefully it helps someone, at least one person out there who's struggling to kind of, you know, look at the positive. Hopefully this kind of gives them perspective and helps them to look at the positive, and kind of helps people to realize that that's what matters. Because anymore, I mean, I understand venting, but this world has become so negative, hasn't it? People just constantly complaining about one thing or another, one group of people or another, this, that, and the other. And I mean, if you look at my back catalog of videos, yeah, I'm guilty of that too. I'm not trying to present myself as someone that I'm not. I'm just saying that hopefully what I've said here today helps people to realize what's actually important in their life, and to kind of shun all the negative bullcrap that goes on. As with most videos that are of a, I don't know, I don't want to say very serious nature, because I mean, I do some of these videos about, you know, serious things. I don't want to use misfortune and tragedy as a means to self-promote, so I won't go through the whole channel promotion bullshit, because that really does cheapen, you know, the videos where, you know, I'm talking about, you know, a tragedy or something, you know, along those lines. So I won't sit here and advertise my channel, but I will say that, you know, in every video, like I always say, regardless of where life takes you, here's wishing only the very best to you and all those closest to you. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.